Hello and welcome to the Great Night Podcast.
Today we're going to be talking about friendship.
My name's Jory and I'm in 6th grade.
My name's Izzy and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Holly and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Clara and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Wyatt and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Yassine and I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, so to start off with our questions, what does friendship mean to you guys?
Well, friendship, means, everything. You have, someone that can be there for you and, someone that you can trust personally.
Yeah, I think friendship means that you are kind to each other. I think you guys are like a friendship. You need someone to rely on. You need someone that's trustworthy. You need someone that you can trust.
So, going with that, what are some good qualities you guys think that a good friendship have?
Well, they shouldn't be being, rude to you. They should be being nice to you and not, making fun of you.
Yeah, I think
For me, a friend should be there whenever you're at your lowest of lows to bring you as far up as they can. A friend's just like someone that's consistent in your life and is always there for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really think a lot of people depend on friends to honestly get through life. It's really nice to have friends when you're low, but even if you have really great days, sometimes you want to share that with a friend.
Yeah. I feel like something you should look for in a friend is trustworthy and they shouldn't be saying rude things to your face and everything, or talking back, or talking
Behind your back.
Yeah, behind your back or something. Yeah, I think a good friend or a good friendship should definitely have people who you can trust with your secrets. And not even just secrets, maybe you have something going on at home. You should feel okay telling your friends that, knowing that they won't spread it around the school.
Yeah. So, what are some things you guys like to do with your friends?
Oh, wow. I like to play sports with my friends, video games, or just talk to them. I think the best thing to do with a friend is to do something that just brings you closer to them and it makes you have fun and have a better relationship with them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like it's really important to spend time with your friends, and I feel like that's a really good way to connect with them. And some things that you could do, or let's just even just hanging out with a friend, going on a walk, just hanging out with a friend, I feel like is just really nice.
Yeah, I could hang out with my friend and we could literally just do nothing. It's just nice to be in their presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you should always have a friend. I think having friends definitely makes for a better life in general. I think that you should always have friends. They should have your back. You can trust them. And yeah.
So I think the next question is the biggest one. So when we were all in elementary school, we were all such a tight group. But once we got to middle school, things have maybe started to change for some people. So what are some changes that you guys have had personal feelings on, or just have witnessed?
I had a great friend in elementary school, but we spread apart sometimes in middle school, because one friend went over there and one friend over there, and it was hard for me to choose where to go. So yeah, I feel like when you move up to a new school and you meet new people and everything, it's hard for them to keep them in the same friend group all together.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes you have a friend who really wants to go make new friends in middle school and wants to meet new people, and then sometimes you have a friend group that the rest of you just want to stay together. You don't really want new friends, and sometimes maybe you can reach out, you can make more friends, and maybe you could just all hang out together.
Yeah. I think for me, middle school was a place of discovery for friendships because once I got here, I realized like, oh, some kids are like this and not like this. So in middle school, I've grown closer to some friends knowing this and grown away from others. And it's like middle school for me, it's like a great place to find like who I want to be with, and then I can go like hang out with those people. But like sometimes it's still nice to keep those relationships from elementary school, but like sometimes you just know that like in middle school that can't happen anymore.
Yeah, I feel like middle school was definitely like a big changing point for all of us, because I feel like when we all came in, we had like these very close friends from elementary school that we all really thought like, you know, we're going into this new school, it's going to be bigger, but we're going to stick together. But then you start getting like maybe seated next to new people, and then things start changing. And sometimes it can be hard to deal with changes because it's not always easy when one of your friends from elementary school maybe makes a new friend and maybe starts not hanging out with you as much. And I feel like that could be hard. Do you guys like have anything that maybe, what are some ways to cope with friendship changes?
Well, honestly, I feel like if, like, let's say you and your friend, you guys separate because maybe you guys weren't maybe the best of friends. Honestly, if you see them in the hallway and you're still not friends with them, just be respectful to them, because honestly, they may not be your friend anymore, but like you should still be respectful to them because they're still human. Like,
Definitely. I agree with that.
human. Yeah, they're human beings.
Yeah, we should always be friends. Not only that, but like even like for example, like they had like you and your other friend had like separate tensions. Like for example, you guys hate each other just for like this one argument. That doesn't mean like you should be mean. Like you try to be like respectful, like nice as possible, because you don't know like when they're gonna change their mind.
Yeah, you don't know what, even like you don't know what people are going through. That could be like a turning point of their day.
I think you definitely can cope with it. I think that sometimes if you're not friends with someone anymore or a friend group breaks apart, you should definitely try to make some new friends. Maybe it's as simple as you were partnering together for a science project, or maybe you sit next to each other, just say hello. Then maybe you'll become friends, you'll sit together at lunch.
I think another big question is, now that we're talking about sometimes friendships change in middle school, how do you know if one is changing? How do you know if you're growing out of it?
Well, for my like opinion, because I've been through like an experience that's like I have grown up with my friend. I think most of us have. And so honestly, the turning point is kind of like, and it could be as little as somebody stops sitting with you or talking to you. That kind of brings you up to that point, because like this friend of mine started growing a little farther from me, and I kind of started noticing that. So I feel like that was kind of a turning point of like our friendship. So I was like, okay, it's probably gonna end.
I think the right way to know when you're growing out of a friendship is when like you're not having as much fun with that friend, and maybe you're getting into more fights.
Yeah.
And you just like have that feeling like, okay, well, like I'm having more fun with like other kids that aren't even my friends maybe. So like maybe we just like, this isn't right for right now, because things change in life, and like that's a fact.
Definitely. Yeah.
That happens in middle school a lot, actually.
So do you guys like have any personal experiences with this?
I mean, as I said, like I have, but like honestly, most warning signs are they stop talking to you, or they kind of avoid you. Because this one friend of mine just started like kind of like avoiding me, especially like in the hallways. Like we would see each other in the hallways, and I would try and wave hi, but they would kind of just ignore me, or like be giving me the side eye. They'd be like, yeah, giving me weird faces. So I was like, okay, well, this is probably not going to work out. But like also on that topic of losing friends, I would feel like, is it easy to make new friends?
I feel like it depends on the person. I know I already said this, but a lot of the times, like, I know, like, I don't know about you guys, but in science class, or just honestly any class, we usually get, like, put into groups. And I remember, like, the first couple of days of school, we got put into a group, and I got paired with nobody I knew. And it was hard. But I feel like after you start making more conversation, But it also depends. Like, are you a shy person? Are you not? Me personally, I'm not shy. I talk to random strangers, which probably isn't great all the time. But
I talk to random people all the time in the hallway. I'm like, oh, like I know them. I'm like,
but like,
sometimes I don't know people. I'm just like, hi, just trying to make people's day, you know. Trying to share positivity.
how do you guys make new friends? Like, what are some things you guys like to do?
Some things I like to do with friends.
You like to do to like make new friends?
Oh, I would pick a topic to like talk about and like see if we have things in common and stuff like that, and like just like talk to them a lot and like, yeah.
Yeah, I did that with this one girl. She so we both love Gilmore Girls so much. Me and this girl, I didn't know, but I was gonna have like to go to this event with her, but I had no idea who she was. So we tried to find a topic that we could talk about, and it turned out to be both of our favorite TV shows, which is Gilmore Girls. So like Jory said, it's really sometimes I feel like some of the ways you have to try to make new friends is try to find a topic you can talk about and maybe just continue talking about it.
What about that?
Yeah. So, like, a way to like make new friends is you should always like try to introduce yourself and like explain like who you are and what you what do you have in common with that one person you're talking to, or for example, you just like something about them.
Yeah. So like when I'm trying to make new friends, mostly I try to find some people who are like have some of the same interests as me, like they like sports like me, or they like to hang out with each other, or they like to play like video games or something like that. And then I just like start talking to them more, and like I think for me it's quite easy to make friends because I'm not like a real shy person, but like I think there's an element of hardness to finding friends because nobody's the exact same as you on this earth. So
Do you guys have any advice for people who like maybe are struggling to make new friends? Or because I know it's really hard for me, honestly, because a lot of the times when we're in the lunchroom, there are people sitting alone and you feel bad and like you want to go up to them and be like, hey, let's talk. Do you want to sit with us? So do you guys have like any advice for people how to like make friends and stuff?
Yeah, like Holly said, one day I saw like someone sitting alone, and I thought to myself, oh, why not? This is a good idea to go sit next to them and like have a conversation with them and stuff. So I went over there and we started to talk a lot, and like we started to like hang out more and like, yeah.
Yeah. And like when it comes to being friends with people, like, wait, who said it about like a certain topic? Was that you, Holly?
That was Jory.
Yeah. When you like Jory said, like when you talk about a certain topic, you can also like move on from there and try to learn more about them. When you're like trying to like get new friends, what I did was when teachers like sit you with like different people, I recommend trying to just talk with them. Like I have a friend now because my science teacher sat me with this person, and I just started talking to them. And it wasn't like much. It was about like science, and because that was our subject. And it was just really simple, and now we're great friends. So something like that.
Yeah, I feel like hanging out with people. I feel like doing this podcast right now is a great way to make new friends because
Totally.
some of the people here I didn't know, but like now we're starting to talk, and like I feel like it's really I feel like one way that's really good to make new friends is to join clubs or extracurricular activities. What are some places that you guys go that you make friends? Like, what are some activities or clubs that BMS offers?
And so I know, even in sports, like I did cross country, I definitely made a few new friends. Yeah.
I went to some tryouts for sports for BMS, and I think I saw people there that I was like, oh, they play this sport. Like I've seen them before, but like I didn't know. And I think for like, obviously this is different for girls, but for boys, when you see somebody alone, you're probably not gonna approach them just like straight out. Sometimes yeah. But for me, I feel like I feel like I'm more of the person that just like if I'm sitting next to someone, I'm gonna start talking to them because that's just like my way. So like, if you're sitting next to someone or just doing something and you see somebody there that you've seen before but you don't know a lot about them, just start talking. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't think you can always make a friend by either pick a table at the lunch table, sit there, then talk to the people who sit there. Or you get new seats and you're not sitting next to your best friend anymore. And there's a kid sitting next to you who doesn't seem to hang out with many people, and you become their friend, and then you guys could hang out all the time. You could be a new friend.
Yeah. I think we should go back to the subject of growing out of a friendship. Also, I feel like the experiences some people have might be different. I feel like once we get to middle school, we start experiencing this. But I know some people started experiencing this in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So what are some things that people do that sometimes can make you feel uncomfortable?
They start talking mean to one of your friends and stuff like that you don't really like. The person that you're talking to that starts saying mean things to another friend that she doesn't like, and that doesn't really make me feel comfortable about that people are talking mean to my friend, even though they're not friends with them. I'm that's just not right to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's really hard when you see that and you want to try to interfere and make it better, but sometimes that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
But what are your feelings on that? Do you guys think that it's important to try to help people, or sometimes you just have to let it go?
Yeah, I think it's important to it's important to help these people that maybe don't have as much friends, and just you don't we're making up everything's gonna be perfect and you can go up to somebody and say, hi, we're friends, but sometimes that's just not gonna happen. But the best thing you can do is be friendly, because if you can't be a friend, at least be friendly, because that makes the world go round.
I feel like friendship is a really important topic, and I'm really glad we all got to talk about it today, because it can be really hard being in a friendship and you're unsure about some things. But it's nice to, sometimes you don't like talking about it with your parents. So sometimes it's nice to, especially one thing I love about this podcast is you're not getting the advice from your teachers, your parents, any adults, but you're getting it from your peers. And I feel like sometimes it's easier for people to understand when you get it from your peers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And it's also good to get advice from kids your age, because maybe some people have experienced this themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, guys, you think
we should wrap it up for today? Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching the BMS podcast.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
The Great
Night podcast.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.